Welcome to IAEE TV. This is sponsored by TMS and produced by CNTV. I'm Amy Sweezy, and joining me now is Tommy Goodwin. Tommy is with ECA, Exhibitions and Conferences Alliance. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. It's great to be here.
Okay, so another year almost over, 2025. Let's look back and tell me, how did the year go?
2025 was a big year. It feels like what was happening in Washington, D.C. was impacting everything throughout society, and I don't think that our industry was any different. So it was a very, very busy year working with the elected officials both in Washington, D.C. and nationwide to make sure that people understand the impact of events like Expo have on communities and how they can be helping us make things better.
And what kind of changes would you say that you've seen? I know this is a big, loaded question, but since 2020, obviously, when everything changed.
Yes. What I can say is I think there's a much better understanding of what the industry's impact is. And when you talk to mayors, governors, members of Congress, senators, there's a tremendous understanding of what the industry does, how we act as job creators, the economic impact we have in communities, and how we help small businesses. There's a really strong understanding of that, and it's helped us pass policies that are really, really important to the growth of the industry. They had some tax reform this year that had everything from tax policies that will help the industry to things that will help us grow and develop our future workforce. We've been making impacts on lowering visa wait times for international attendees and exhibitors looking to come to events in America and stopping scams that target the industry. That's all because these policymakers understand what everyone here at Expo does and contributes every day.
And speaking of Expo, we are here in Houston, 2025. What are you most looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to seeing all the wonderful industry leaders and advocates that we have who participate in ECA. IAEE is one of our founding members and just such an important part of the ECA ecosystem. It's great to be here. It's great to connect and learn from everybody. And also we'll be talking about what's happened in Washington, D.C. over the last year and what we can expect in the year to come.
All right, and then so you're just queuing me up here so perfectly with each next question. The year to come, 2026, what does the future hold?
Feels like 2026 is going to be the year of international, whether it's tariffs, whether it's international travel restrictions, whether it's visa policies that make sure international attendees and exhibitors and buyers can come to events in the United States. We're really going to be focused on making sure that international is a growth area for us going forward and making sure that policymakers are doing the right things to enable that growth.
Do you feel like that's one of the biggest challenges, or what would you say is the biggest challenge moving forward?
What I've heard from folks here at IAEE Expo is this is definitely one of the areas of concern. They want to make sure that we've got events and we've got policies that help people come to those events, because these events happen every day around the country and we want to be able to make sure that people can come and exhibit. We want to make sure that people can come and conduct business, network, learn from the best of the best here in the US, but to do that we've got to be able to smoothly and seamlessly get them over. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, so I've heard a lot in the exhibit hall and at the events and the sessions about making sure we can do that going forward.
And last question, what are you most excited about as we move into the future?
What I'm most excited about is ECA is approaching its 5th anniversary as an association. We've had a lot of great impact, and we keep hearing from people that they want us to continue to be part of the DNA of the industry going forward, and that advocacy has to be something we're doing all the time. So we want to make sure we're growing, developing, giving people the opportunity to participate through our ECA advocacy network, and making sure as many people who want to get involved in the policy mission of the industry can do so.
All right, Tommy Goodwin from ECA, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so very much, appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, you're watching IAEE TV, sponsored by TMS and produced by CNTV.